Welcome, everyone. My name is Takriva, and this is Stellaris Utopia. We're gonna start a new campaign in Stellaris, and if you've seen the previous video, you should have seen me make some interesting remarks, I guess, about the Empire we're gonna play. I made them myself, and some of the new things that are in as well, like the authoritarian and egalitarian changes, stuff like that. But let's just get into this. If you want to watch how the decision making for this particular empire came to be, you can go and check that over in video 0. So actually just reloaded up the game. I made that video last night, and as you can see, the setup is still exactly the same, which is quite funny. It remembers. I know this game's not eligible for achievements, but first, with the last time, at least with EU4, achievements didn't carry over from the preview build either. So, in the eons since the first primitive Igarian community took shape in the great savannas of Immoth, our civilization has spread and prospered. Technological progress has been swift, but as our numbers grew, the civilian population became increasingly restless. With our world on the brink of anarchy, the military stepped in to restore the rule of law. A new order was established to safeguard our nation from all threats, both external and internal. Now, after the discovery of the hyperlane network, the finest minds of the Igarian Star Empire have finished development of the first hyperdrives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. Welcome to Immothor. With Immoth is the first planet around it, and it's a blue star. It's bright and blue. Large class B main sequence star. Pretty cool. And we start in a relatively okay place, I would say, actually, with hopefully there's no one here, so we can always cross to the right side, but we have our own... Oh my god, it's a Castra, of all things, to be playing a Roman Empire themed civilization, sort of, and then having a Castra be the entrance to our homeworld area. That is just perfection, really. From what we can see, there's a tropical world over there that we cannot really use, and that's a savanna world. How big is our homeworld? Size 20, the maximum it can be. That is really nice. That is extremely lucky. Now, we have some unhappy people, because we are living in a caste system. Wait, why do we... You normally don't start with a science research lab at the beginning. That is a new thing. Huh. Normally... See, the blocked tiles are always the same. They're always... There's one with two... Oh, this one is actually only one mineral. Actually, no, it used to be one food, but because... No, 2 food, 2 energy, 1 mineral, 1 engineering, 1 physics, 1 society research. And then we get all the bonus tiles. It's a really good starting planet. And of course we have some slaves, chattel slavery. Let's have a look around, of course. Let's first send our intrepid explorer on a mission to survey the system. I think this is relatively the fastest route to go. You will be following our science ship for the time being. And while I would like to do some exploring, I'm gonna leave it here. This is one of the new music pieces, by the way. No, it actually isn't. This is the Utopia main title. Oh, I can... This is new, the music player. You can just decide, you can even pause the music, you can put it on the next one. This is the length, it's quite long actually. Oh no, it's the Utopia main title, so this is new music. I just read main title, so it's the old one. The music in this game is really good towards Utopia. In memory of Mercedes Romero. This is an inside joke from Paradox. Mercedes Romero was the first playthrough they showed off was of the Blorg, which were the fungoid people that just wanted to make friends with the galaxy. And it is nowadays as well a preset civilization you can play as. And Mercedes Romero was the prime scientist. The first scientist they had was Mercedes Romero. And she went around and did all these things. Pillars of Creation. And the names of these things are pretty cool too. I think that these 5... Well, definitely this is a new one. I don't know which are the new ones and which aren't really. Can I not select? Huh. It's not in here. Let's put the music down a little bit again. So, let's see. Election only on ruler death, but there are elections, which is pretty cool. Militaristic form of autocracy with the ruler serving as the undisputed head. Okay. So you can just change your civics as well to reform, and then you can move up or down this list as well. Yes, that's quite cool. Agenda, develop industry. So the fact that we have very industrious people and then need even more, or even get even more industry from it. Our civics are good. We have charismatic and architectural sense. That is quite a nice combination. Well, at least architectural senses. I'm not sure how much edicts will affect us this early in the game. Not for sure they won't. We have an income of 15 and an expenditure of 11.31. The demographics are of course all the same. Minerals plus 10% because of the Imperator and his agenda. Contacts, no one yet. Situation lock, nothing yet. Research, let's start researching. Now, one very important change that's been done early on is the fact that you get colony ships as a base technology. We can already build them. Is this now plus 2,000? I think that's a lot more than it used to be. Let's actually unlock the physics lab first. Army build speed, oh, that is actually really good. The minus 10 unrest. Well, let's just go with specialized or centralized command. And finally here, we can already get weapons level 2, so I'm gonna start on that one as well. And now we don't have to research that first critical technology anymore. You can actually check that in research on society. Autochthon monument produces unity. That's pretty nice. Starting tech, colony ship, New World's protocol. There it is. So important. Defense army, Igarian legions. And then we have plans and sectors. It's relatively the same. Policies and edicts. Purge, displacement only. So if we purge people, we are displacing them and not purging them. Yeah, we would have to. Purging would definitely be cleansing, killing, and allowing that would need hive mind xenophobes as well. Slavery is obviously allowed. First contact protocol is aggressive. Resettlement is allowed. Orbital bombardment is limited. Could be going to full at some point. The use of all orbital weaponry with no regards to life on the surface. Food stockpiling is minimal, which means we have a storage capacity of 200, and after 200, any excess food, we will go to growing more people. In the beginning, that's probably important. And unrestricted warfare is good enough. These are super cheap for us because of we have very cheap edicts. Why is it minus 40%? So we have, this is minus 20%. Yeah, I don't know where the other 20% is coming. Is that because he's a skill 4? Probably. That's actually really cheap for these things. So governing ethics attraction. Encourage free thought. Grants to the researchers. Those are all okay. We don't need these. In essence, this would definitely speed up the whole of research, but if we could go with engineering because we have a very expensive one going there. Factions, they will eventually form. Currently 34% authoritarian, 17% egalitarian, which is mostly the enslaved people. Then we have the xenophiles and the militarists. Strategic resources, species, that's us. There it is. So you can set the default right. So we have a caste system. Automatically enslaved only when producing food or minerals. The residents automatically produce. Other pubs are free but may not engage politically, and the species cannot produce leaders. Okay, so we could have slaves and undesirables. Oh, we cannot enslave our own people because we have that is forced to be a caste system. Living standards are decent. We could go up to social welfare, which will make them happier, but uses more consumer goods. Then again, we are conservationists, so it does give us a lot more happiness, though. Military service is species can only produce armies. Why not full military service for our own people? That's strange. Yes, I want to change that to full military service for us. Colonization is allowed, no population controls. Wow, we'll stop them from growing and stuff. Chattel slavery. Yeah. We could eventually get some domestic servants. And we need actual slaves for them to be, livestock is pops. That is, oh my god, that is a reference. That is Soylent Green is people. Soylent Green is people. Sorry, it's, I don't know what it's from exactly anymore, but Soylent Green was used as food and in a movie, I think it was, or a book, and Soylent Green was made from people. So we get leaders, admirals and such. We're gonna need an admiral at least. Cheaper admiral, more experience and more experience. They're all kind of crappy. Physics, society, there. Carefree is actually quite nice. Traditions. Ah, yes, this is the bread and butter of the new expansion. The traditions. So you collect unity, and for every, well, when you gather enough unity, you can adopt a tradition, and you can compare them with the culture trees used in Civilization 5. In essence, is that you adopt it, you get an advantage. So in this case, expansion, when you start a new colony, you get 2 people instead of 1 on the new colony, which is actually reasonably good. And when you finished it all, in this case for expansion, you get core sector systems +2, and you will unlock an ascension perk. And ascension perks are very good mid to late game changes to your colonies. I will go into the traditions more next episode. For now, I just want to get this unpaused. The expansion planner is not that interesting yet because we haven't done anything. And here is the ships that we have. These are very boring mammalian ships, really. Nothing special yet available either, so let's just unpause. We're on fast speed already. We could even go to this fastest for now because there's not really a lot to do. What I could check though is, oh, we have more people growing. That's great. Yeah, when it comes to our resources, I don't think it's... I am going to make them work that tile and make them... But if they work here, they're automatically no longer slaves. What we're going to need is armies to stop the unrest at some point. So the new unrest system is, we have 30... We have... How many slaves? Oh yeah, 1 slave gives 7.5 unrest in this case, because they're unhappy about it. And if you look here, that's a total unhappiness of 30. Because we're authoritarian, it gets taken down by 10%.
Anomaly found.
And then there is the, leave B for now, 20%. And then there is the fact we have 5 armies here. Plus the skill of our governor is he has -5. He's a level 1 governor. And it's our capital world, so that's another -10. So total it's 30 minus 10% is 27. And then -65, which is... we can still handle quite a bit of stuff over here. And I completely missed that mining station needs to go up right now. And I should really get another science ship going as well. Leaders. Recruit a scientist. Resilient, lives longer. Carefree, faster speed. But if you look at the age difference, that's already a gain of 13 years. I mean, this would only give us 12 years in essence. And even if we took the Voidcraft one, it would be another 5 years. So this one will live really long and get to do a lot of things. I'll pick them. Our science ship is done, the Inamdur. And you, sir, are going over there. So you have the details turned on right now. There's also been a change over there as well. So with details off, you will only be shown relevant information, like where is stuff in our borders that we can still exploit, like minerals. If we turn it on, we see everything, including the anomalies that we have. So it looks good. There's also a thing called there are now terraforming candidates. If you find a barren world like Irem 5, there's a chance that is actually available for terraforming. That's also quite nice to have. So yeah, this is the start is quite simple and reasonably slow. I will take these guys out for exploration. Just a small area though.
Construction complete.
Ah, we have a level 2 scientist now. Wow.
Situation log updated.
Okay, what did we find? Enigmatic spacefarers. We found the mining drones. I think they are engaging us. Yeah. Oh, they actually added like a news thing to this, I think. Fellow wanderers among stars, despite their intention being unknown and potentially even hostile, the atmosphere in Imith following the report from our contact fleet can be described as rapturous. I hope they'll jump out really soon, because I don't want to lose them to that big of a military mining drone fleet. It's quite sizable, yeah. They just happen to be that close as well. Savannah 19, that's a really good candidate for our next thing. I do want this mining station because we're running low on credits.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Oh god, am I seriously losing it before I can retreat?
Fleet
Yes, I did.
destroyed.
I just lost my entire fleet already. We have to rebuild it because there's gonna be a pain in the ass if the parts spawn
System
now
survey
without us having
complete.
anything.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
Well, that's just our tough luck with trying to go and explore the galaxy, and then we find that. Oh, it even shows the actual sensor ranges. That's useful as well. Ancient artifact has been recovered 12 million years ago. The Voltom Star Assembly.
Situation log updated.
I'll take the 10% actually. That one is also 90. Yeah, I do need more ships first though. So corvettes are more important at this moment in time for me.
System survey complete.
Habitable World Survey, that is actually very commendable.
Updated.
Go survey that. The signal we intercepted was a distress call from a ship in orbit around Mythar 3A. Ship is not giving away any heat signature, seems to be drifting. A special program has been issued to investigate what's happened to the crew.
Situation log
So we can now, if we want to, direct ship. We need a skilled 2 scientist that we have. So we might actually get the ship, which would be really, really strong in the early game. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching this first episode. I will go into traditions at the start of next episode. Just overlook everything and see what path we will take, because we're actually coming up very soon to our first one. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date in the future. I'll see you guys later.